Yo, what is up guys, Johnny Geiger here. Today I'm gonna teach you how to kickflip. Coolest trick in skateboarding. The kickflip, one of the most beautiful, awesome tricks in skateboarding, using that ollie technique, doing an ollie, kicking your board and make it turning around its axis, jump into the air, land back on it. And by following all the steps shown in this video, I'm sure you'll be able to master the kickflip. And let me put this first, the difficulty of a kickflip is kind of underrated. Of course it is a basic trick, but I've been knowing how to kickflip for 14 years and sometimes it still happens that I mess that trick up. So it takes practice, it ain't easy, but once you get it, it's like the funnest trick on planet Earth. And even better, you can combine it with like an infinite number of tricks or evolve other tricks out of it. Basically, you don't have to know anything about skateboarding to learn that trick. A friend of mine started skateboarding. After 3 hours and 15 minutes, he just landed his first kickflip straight away. My story is like the total opposite. I started skated for like a year. I've been practicing my ollies and shove-its, and I landed my first kickflip after like 15 months. So my personal recommendation, practice skating a lot. Like it's fun, just cruise around, practice your ollies. If you got your ollies like this, you're good to go. If you got your ollies like this, even better. And if you got your ollies like this, it is just about time. And as I said before, it doesn't hurt to know how to shove it or other tricks. That's just practice that gives you some sort of bar control, which is gonna make it easier for you to learn how to kickflip. So now that we got this, foot positioning. Once again, I'm gonna take off my shoes. Okay, for the back foot, we have two options. We can place it in ollie position, or we can also place it in this pocket. Whatever you prefer. Let's move on to the front foot. There's like a standard way to put your front foot. Just like this, maybe, or a little more to the edge of the board. Your front foot should be angled. I would say this is the standard position how most people learn that trick. But there's actually no right way to do it. If you want to place your front foot a little more up, it's okay. If you do not want to have it angled, if it works better for you, you can do that. Also, if you want to put it more back into the board, if you have the right timing, you can do this to have a little more flick. That's totally fine. There is no 100% accurate way to do it. And of course, that means you have to try and see what works best for you. Don't be lazy. Try different positionings and see what works best for you. So now how does it work? You already know from learning how to ollie. Up, push the nose down. Kickflip is basically the same, but you slide your foot out sideways and that makes your board rotate. So on an ollie, our motion stops right here. And on a kickflip, it continues and your front foot is gonna extend and kick. Now, as every trick in skateboarding, this is just a lot about timing. Now, even before you're gonna start trying to pop that trick, you're just gonna stand in tail position and you're gonna slide out your foot as much as you can. Repeat this over and over again till your foot keeps doing that movement. Even when you're sitting in school, you're gonna kick your neighbor because you've been practicing that flick that much, okay? And don't forget, your ankle is gonna bend. Like, do not keep your front foot flat. It's not gonna work. Like, you gotta bend it to get that flick. Best case scenario, you're gonna flick it right into this bucket, right here. Needs a lot of practice to aim this well, but if you do that, your board will turn horizontal around its axis and you will land back on it. And you know, it's kind of hard to find a balance Like you can push it down too early and your body's just gonna go like, okay, in this one, I'm just gonna push it down. See? Or you cannot push your nose down enough and your body's gonna turn like, kind of like this. On this example, I'm not gonna extend my front foot. Look at this. Okay, goes kind of rocket. Now even worse, I'm gonna pull it back. Board goes like this. So talking of timing, we're gonna pop and the world goes slow, like some kind of interstellar, right? We're close to a black hole, time goes slower, or however that went. No matter, time is going slow, and while you're pushing your board down, your front foot is starting to slide out. And I've said this many times, to give your kickflip some airtime. It's hard to find that sweet balance to make your board flip straight and flip fast enough. But you got this, don't lose confidence. But of course, this is easier said than done. And you will figure out pretty fast. This is kind of scary to commit. Like your board is turning, you gotta get both feet to it. It feels like your body is falling down faster than your board. And you have like no idea how to get your body on the board. If you're stuck on this issue, don't worry, I got the hack #1 for you. So let's say you've been practicing for like 3 days, or maybe even on the first day, and you figured out how to flip your board, like this. Okay, if you made it this far, you already made it super far. Good. That was a lot of blood and sweat already. Now you gotta get your feet on the board, land on it. Like how bad can it actually get? I've been teaching kickflips to around 10 kids and this was their main struggle. And here's my secret super magic tip. If you struggle to get both feet on the board, you're just gonna try to flick and get your front foot on, right? Just like this. Oops, my bad. See, but there's also another type of kickflip student, and he does his kickflip like this. So if you cannot get your front foot on the board, just do it over again and step off with the back foot. Take your time and land on the board with the front foot. This was actually a good example. Even if the board is not fully rotating, like just get that front foot on your board. That is so important. And the other way around if you cannot get your back foot on. Okay, now what other kind of issues do we got? We got the turning shoulders. On this trick, your shoulders should remain in a line with your board. See this line? Okay, just kickflip. I was so nervous. Now if you tend to do something like this, when you kickflip, like if your body kind of wants to go body varial 180-ish, I got another super hack for you. Just hold on to that rail. Best tip ever, because like this, my shoulders cannot really turn. Okay, good. There's also a second reason to do that. You can kind of push your body up. It's gonna give you some extra air time. It's gonna make it easier for you to commit. Like when you're holding onto something, you don't have to be afraid to fall. Sounds awesome, right? I'm gonna elevate my body with my arms. I'm gonna land back on the board. And sooner or later, you will have to commit. You cannot use the rail anymore. You will have to do it all by yourself. Kind of scary. Don't worry, all of us had to go through this and every one of us is still alive. Just practice and practice till you get your kickflip every try, like this. Now you know it. Try your best, go out, use this knowledge and make this dream of learning how to kickflip reality. And I know it takes practice. You gotta battle that trick to make it happen. That is what skateboarding is about. Like, the tricks do not come easy. But trust me, every skater has been there. We all had to go through this struggle. You just gotta hang in there and eventually you'll figure it out. And you'll be one more person on this awesome planet who's able to kickflip. And it would make me feel special and honored to have taught you how to kickflip. And that was it from today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful. I hope it was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to this channel yet. And if you want to support me, you can do this on Patreon, link in the description, or buy one of my pro models. Yeah, it's just a Revive board, but the Revive boards are awesome. Link in the description. Have a great day and see you soon.